So there are a lot of people out there who love this new DC cinematic universe. However, there are also a lot of people out there, seemingly the majority, that do not love this, to put it gently. So, after 2 films directed by Zack Snyder, DC is hoping to switch it up a bit with a new director, a new tone, and something of a new type of superhero movie. Besides the Ben Affleck solo Batman movie, this was the DC movie that I was personally looking forward to the most. And with an excellent marketing campaign and cast behind this, let's hope this is finally a DC movie that isn't so divisive. So, let's talk about it.
Not good.
And as usual, I'm going no spoilers to start off with, and then with a big warning, I'll get into the spoilers. So to address that up front, is this movie divisive? Yeah, it very much is. This is the 3rd DC movie in a row where there's a big debate over whether or not it's good. And did I like it? Yeah, I enjoyed it. Is it flawless? Definitely not. But overall, I had a pretty good time with this. Going into this, I was expecting it to be kinda like Guardians of the Galaxy, in the sense that the strongest point of the film, and what would carry it, would be the characters. And for me, these were a little bit hit or miss. Okay, the ones I liked. Will Smith is really Will Smithy as Deadshot.
Let's go save the world.
But I really enjoyed that. I liked Viola Davis as Amanda Waller, I liked Jay Hernandez as El Diablo, and I liked the guy who played Killer Croc. And I'm sorry, but if I tried to pronounce this, I would totally butcher it. Adewale Akinoye Akbaje? I'm sorry, but I enjoyed that character. It was cool to see Jai Courtney not just be a generic hero for once, and actually have some personality. Cara Delevingne was good as Enchantress. Didn't do much, but she was good. Same for Karen Fukuhara as Katana. She was cool, but she didn't really get that much to do. And I really liked Joel Kinnaman as Rick Flag. Side note, I'm surprisingly actually glad they didn't get Tom Hardy for this, because although Tom Hardy's one of my favorite actors, I cannot imagine some of the people in this film saying the stuff they say to Joel Kinnaman to Tom Hardy. Like, I feel like Tom Hardy would just snap all of their necks. So yeah, I feel like Kinnaman fit this role well. Now for the others. Firstly, Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn. Margot Robbie is a great actress in my opinion, but this was just a little bit too cartoony for me. Like, I know Harley Quinn originally came from a cartoon, but couldn't you tone it down a little bit for this? She had some cool moments and cool lines, but overall, I didn't exactly love this. And then there's Jared Leto as the Joker. Okay, this is how I see it. That first picture of the Joker came out, and a lot of people, including myself, thought that it was way too in-your-face crazy. Like, with all these crazy tattoos and that damage on the forehead, there was no subtlety to it. But then, when the trailers came out, I thought, hey, maybe there could be some cool stuff underneath this Joker in addition to all this craziness. But when I saw the actual film, this felt much more like the first picture we saw. Very in-your-face crazy. Not really any subtlety, just trying to convince you that he's insane, with all this whispering and then yelling, and then weird editing and crazy imagery. I like Jared Leto a lot, so I hope they can do more with this in the future. But in this wasn't that great for me. Also, they clearly cut a lot of Joker from this, because he's in this movie very little. Jared Leto was sending around anal beads and condoms to get into character for like 15 minutes of screen time. And therein lies my main complaint with this film. The editing and pacing. The editing in this movie just feels off, and the reason for that kind of baffles me. Apparently, after the reception of BVS, Warner Brothers got the editors of the Suicide Squad trailers, which were pretty incredible, to come in and edit a new cut of the film. That kind of blows my mind. How did no one at Warner Brothers go, hey, maybe editing a quick 2-minute trailer and editing an entire film, maybe that's a bit different. I would compare this to a gym teacher going in and doing a chemistry teacher's job. Yes, they're both teachers, but those are very different jobs with very different requirements. And so, the first 20 minutes of this in particular feel weirdly like a trailer with all these cuts and flashbacks and weird edits. And overall, the movie does feel kind of messy and jumbled and not all that cohesive. However, this may all make it sound like I hated this, which I did not. Because even with that bad stuff, I was entertained by this. From beginning to end, I was entertained. I was confused by the choices made in a few parts, but I was never bored. Seeing these characters interacting is great. I really enjoyed most of the action. Nearly all of the visual effects are fantastic, with only 1 or 2 exceptions. And it was nice to finally see a DC movie with a lighter tone. While a few of the jokes didn't really land for me, most of them did. And ultimately, this is way more fun than the other stuff we've seen in this universe. It also does a much better job of fleshing out this world as a whole. This feels more like an actual world to me now. Last thing I want to talk about here is the music, because the music choices in this were kind of weird. Like, to me this felt kind of like the movie's editor just took his favorite favorite songs and put them over scenes that didn't really need them. Like, when Black Skinhead started, I smiled because that song will never fail to get me pumped up. But then, after a few seconds, I was wondering, does this really fit here? And that happens quite a few times in this film. Side note, Guardians of the Galaxy called, it won Spirit in the Sky back. Okay, so before I get into the spoiler section, I'm just gonna wrap this up. Overall, I'd be lying if I said I was not at least entertained by this. It has a lot of cool moments, it has a pretty solid cast. I altogether enjoyed watching it. I totally understand why someone would hate this, because it does have a lot of noticeable flaws. But I just had a pretty good time with this. This is probably the film in this DC cinematic universe that I've enjoyed watching the most, and I'll give Suicide Squad a 7 out of 10. Okay, now let's talk spoilers. If you haven't seen the film yet, click off from this video now.
It's taking some work, but I finally have them. The worst of the worst.
Okay, firstly, the deaths. Slipknot dies, I'm pretty sure everyone saw that coming. El Diablo dies, alright, wasn't that emotional for me. Also, that whole fight scene with the big, glowing, enchantress brother guy felt a lot like a boss fight from a video game to me. The flashbacks with Batman were really cool, seeing him go after the Joker and also Deadshot. Again, I like seeing this universe get more fleshed out and connected. Speaking of which, the mid-credits scene with Bruce Wayne and Amanda Waller was pretty neat. The Flash cameo was cool, the costume looks great, and I'm liking Ezra Miller more and more in this role. It did kind of catch me off guard and surprise me though. He just kind of shows up in a flashback out of nowhere. And the last thing I want to talk about is the ending, where the Joker just shows up. That's a place in the film where it definitely feels like something was cut out. Specifically, whatever is going on here. Because we see the Joker crash in the helicopter, then he's gone for the rest of the film, up until the very end where he shows up in the middle of Bohemian Rhapsody. Like, what happened between that giant explosion and him showing up at the end? Maybe the inevitable ultimate extended final edition cut will answer some of my questions. So, before I sign off, I just want to talk about my channel here for a sec. Right now, like most people my age, I am going back to school. Long story short, this school year is going to be quite a bit harder and more time consuming, so I'm just saying, I'm still going to try to have a video up every week or so, but if I miss it sometimes, or if my upload schedule is a bit messed up, that's why. I'm still going to keep going with all this YouTube stuff, but schoolwork does come first. So there shouldn't be anything drastic, but just a heads up. So those were my thoughts on Suicide Squad. What did you think of it? Let me know all of your thoughts down below in the comments. While you're at it, be sure to like this video, check out my Instagram at BHL_Hudson, check out my Twitter at BHL_Hudson, yes, I finally got Twitter, and subscribe for more videos like the one you just watched. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.